Hi guys and welcome back to Nchiki series. In today's video, I'll be talking about 5 Nigerians who were arrested for stealing 2.3 million dirham in the United Arab Emirates, and when converted, it's like 225 million naira. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. I really appreciate that. And if you're new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing. So, according to Gulf News, these 5 suspects who are Nigerians barged into the money exchange located in Sharjah, a part of United Arab Emirates, and smashed the glass barrier between the customers and the staff, stole the money in multiple currencies, and fled. The whole amount carted away by the group totaled 2.3 million dirham, which is the currency used in United Arab Emirates. And when you convert it to dollar, you have $626,000. And when converted the money in naira, the money amounts to 225 million naira. That's a very huge amount of money. However, that doesn't warrant risking one's life for, because at the end of the day, when they split this money among 5 of them, it becomes smaller. All the 5 suspects are in their 20s. 3 are with resident visa, while the other 2 are on visit visa. The head of the gang entered UAE 2 days before the robbery. According to the report, the incident occurred at Al Ansari Exchange in Al Tawun area of the United Arab Emirates. The Al Tawun branch is one of Al Ansari's 185 exchanges in UAE, with 30 in Sharjah, which means it's a very big bureau de change in United Arab Emirates. A top police official saying the suspects came to UAE on visit visa on March 18, 2019. For 2 days, they studied the exchange office before deciding to commit the robbery around midnight, just before the shop was to close. On March 20th, 4 suspects stormed in the exchange office while one waited in a car outside. After the 4 suspects rushed out with the money, they fled in a car. Although the exchange had closed around 11:30 p.m., the employees of the Bureau de Change was catering to one of the customers, and that was the reason why the main entrance was open, and which gave the suspects easy access. The suspects smashed the panel with hammers and jumped into the counter where the money safe box is kept. 2 of the exchange staff sustained minor injuries while resisting the suspects. However, one of them eventually managed to notify the police. The suspects also threatened the employees with sharp weapons before they carted away the money. The whole operation took like 7 minutes, and before the police were alerted, the suspects had already escaped. However, Sharjah police was able to catch up with them, and thanks to surveillance camera footage, which made it possible to identify their faces. And within 48 hours, one of the gang members was arrested with the help of the number plate of the car they used being identified. All the suspects have been arrested with the help of police forces who raided their hideouts in different parts of United Arab Emirates. The commander-in-chief of the Sharjah police said that the whole amount stolen has been recovered, and injured staff members of Bureau de Change were rushed to the hospital. Unfortunately, they were discharged the next day.
Let's open the face. There is another camera to get this face. Wait.
Just look at how stupid they are. They are busy breaking the cameras, not knowing that the camera has already recorded the faces when they entered. And the data is stored somewhere, probably not inside the shop. And they were busy fooling themselves, breaking the panels, breaking the camera. Oh my god. Honestly, I can't believe one can be this stupid. Where has their common sense gone to? All the 5 suspects who have said to have confessed to the crime intended to leave the country. But what is surprising to me is that somebody with visiting visa will want to go into robbery in another man's country, which means you've already planned it out while in your country, and you had the infantry and audacity to apply for a visa without having a second thought, what if you are caught? This is very shameful and irresponsible. Honestly, these are the people that are spoiling the names of Nigeria across the world. Anyway, despite this, I'm glad that there are meaningful Nigerians who are doing dignified job all over the world, and these are only a few as compared to those ones. And most often, these miscreants, they don't think about the wider effect their actions have on the country, on the reputation of the country, on whoever that comes from that country, because most often people suffer a lot as an immigrant, Nigerian immigrant, most especially at the airport, the kind of searching they give and all that. These are part of the reasons why they do that. They hardly trust Nigerians. Average Nigerian is seen as a criminal. Because of cases like this, I will enjoin Nigerians to be a good ambassador of Nigeria. Anywhere they go, if you know you're leaving the country for a kurukere business, then you better remain in the country. Stop spoiling the image of this great nation. Reports also had it that 15 Nigerians, including 4 women, were arrested due to illegal stay during the search operation. Just look at a case like this. When somebody leaves a country, the visa gets expired, he or she doesn't want to go back to the country. There are consequences to this. Either you are banned on entry or you are fined, therefore making you to pay heavily for it. These kind of actions can always make a country toughen their immigration rules. Most often when visas are denied or refused, we tend to complain a lot, but these are part of the reason why visa applications are not granted. I don't know the reason why some Nigerians are lawless. Is it so difficult to obey the law of the land? You are meant to understand the law and apply it. If you don't understand, you ask questions. Ignorant to the law is not an excuse. You try to do better, try to respect the law of the country that you find yourself in. News also added that Sharjah police has discussed with the concerned authority on the mechanism to prevent the misuse of visa. You see what I'm talking now? I can bet you that once the visa requirements are reviewed, it will be tougher to even to get access to visa. It was also pointed out that during the 2019 Economic Stability Forum, some of the visitors that entered as businessmen eventually did not go back and took to the street begging, and some of them committed theft. This has simply shown that those people involved in this kind of act, initially they've made up their mind to immigrate, and they got the visa under the guise that they were going there to do business. But in the recess of it, they know quite well that they were not going to come back, neither were they going to do any business. They just wanted to find a way to leave their country. I don't have problem with migration, but my problem is with people who, when they run out of papers, they want to remain in that country. How do you think you can work without a valid document? It's a bit ridiculous to me, but most people don't think about it. They believe that once the visa runs out, they can as well stay in the country and do anyhow work. That's the most risky thing I've ever seen, because once you're caught, you're in for that. No government tolerates that. No government will be happy to see you in their country without valid documents. That means that you're breaching the laws of the country. I don't know whether people think about it at all, because as a foreigner and a migrant, it's already tough. Then without valid documents, is 10 times tougher. Not necessarily that you're not going to work. You can't even have access to basic medical services, not to talk of education. You're like somebody who is in a prison, your movement is controlled because you wouldn't want police to get you arrested. So before you think of leaving your country, make sure you get the right visa. Otherwise, you can be turned back at the point of entry. And again, before your visa runs out, make sure you finish whatever that brought you to that country and find your way back to your home country to save yourself from deportation. And for the 5 suspects who are involved in this operation, I don't think they will get to see the daylight, because I know in Arab countries, they have harsh punishment for this kind of offenses. And with these guys coming from Africa, their own case is a sorry situation. This is quite unimaginable that someone will leave his or her country to another man's country just to steal, just to burgle. I don't get it. It seems not right to me. I don't know what these guys were thinking before they got involved in this kind of serious crime. Anyway, with UAE being an Arab world, I can assure you that the judgment will be very, very harsh. I hope they live to tell their stories. And I'm gonna say it again, if you don't have any genuine business to do abroad, you better stay home, stay in Nigeria, instead of disgracing yourself and bringing shame to your family. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. But before I do that, I will leave you to watch what the chairlady and chief executive officer of National Diaspora Commission, in the name of Abike Dabri Erewa, has to say about this. Actually, this is a big embarrassment to Nigeria as a country. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Do you think these guys did a disservice to the country or to themselves and their family? Let's keep the conversation on. Leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section below. And remember to share this video with family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not done already. See you in my next video. Bye.
Case of the Nigerians who raided a bureau to change in Dubai, again, that is disgraceful and is an embarrassment to the country, to themselves and their families. And the names of the 5 of them who allegedly raided a bureau to change, which was captured on Tochukwu, Leonard, Alice, Chile, Mika, Ndunag. These 5 Nigerians who allegedly committed this offense are a disgrace to this country and is an embarrassment. So if UAE decides to be hard on Nigerians, we're going to say they're being hard on us. But we continue to say that one bad apple should not spoil the whole bunch. Nigerians are hardworking, intelligent, Nigerians all over the world. So this few should not spoil the whole bunch, because this has made waves all over the UAE now. So again, these are the five people. We're going to continue to name those who disgrace the country anywhere in the world, and we appeal to Nigerians to continue to be good ambassadors of this country wherever they find themselves.